Trying to get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphone. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah, all I know is get paper. All I do is shit major. Bought a condo on the top floor and the building's a skyscraper. Feeling like I'm Kobe, LeBron for the Lakers. Feeling like I'm Idris, Paul Walker, Taker. New Rollie, no diamonds in it. New Porsche, all dimes in it. I'm infatuated with fine women. Corona extra with the lime in it. Just a chase to Henny. Used to be a penny pincher. Now I'm in plenty business. Grind hard, nigga, on guard.
Grind hard, nigga, on guard.
Yeah. We grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. I lean with it, I rock with it. Locks under my socks fitted. Tahoe with the black tint. Houston girl, heavy accent, but my whole swag is magic. High five, fantastic. Make the money stretch like elastic. Making moves that you couldn't imagine. Eating, still watching my calories. Just to pull in that big boy salary. It's just the way that it has to be. I'm a bad boy, Mike Lowry. While I'm sipping this Henny, and all of my niggas is with me. Yeah, grind hard, nigga, on guard.
Grind hard, nigga, on guard.
Yeah. Grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible.
Yo, what's going on, man?
How's everybody doing?
Another Monday down in the book.
Yeah, hey, at least it was nice outside today. Well, at least in Richmond, where I was working at, it was a really pretty day. It wasn't too hot. I mean, it was hot, but compared to last week, it won't see it.
Yeah, it's the humidity, man. That humidity would kill, man, every time. But I'm glad to see everybody had a. How's y'all's weekend?
It was good. Yeah. We made our way out to Amelia. They had the truck pull up there. Kyle, he was trying to get the live going, but
service was cutting.
Yeah, we had it going good until everybody else picked their phones up to record or do something, and it like overloaded. Because out in Amelia where the truck pull is out there, it ain't a whole lot going on. So I guess ain't no good service out there.
Yeah. Hey man, a lot of people though. I thought it was a lot of people.
Yeah, the stands were packed. Like, we got there early and got a spot on the stands. And, like, if you didn't get there, I'd say 20, 30 minutes before the pull started, you won't get in a seat in that stands.
Yeah.
Like, they filled up good.
Hell yeah, man. Good. Well, we got a lot to get to tonight, man. I got Jared waiting. We're going to go on. We're going to talk a little bit about this Orangeburg team race we got coming up at the end of the month on August 24th. I believe he's gotten 4 teams together so far, man. So
it looks like they're popping on in there now.
They're coming in, man. Like I said, I think the more and more people hear about it, and we're going to talk about it some more. But yeah, man, that's going to be something to talk about. And then we want to talk about. I'm sure Jared will also recap us a little bit on Tyndall. I know he sent me a video of Tweety doing a wheelie down there.
Oh, nice.
We'll have to watch that, man. And we'll talk about your Dukes of Hazzard thing.
Yeah, man. I was up in Denver. I hadn't seen it.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, Ohio. Yeah.
It's Ohio, yeah. But that shit's crazy, man. So we'll get to that,
Yeah.
dude. We'll go ahead and bring Jared on, dude. Yo, how we doing?
What's up? You hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How we doing tonight?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Doing really
Another
good, man.
Monday in the books, Pretty weather up here in Virginia. How about down there?
Yeah, it was nice down here today. Not too hot. It was nice.
I'm good.
That storm didn't sound too bad, did it?
Yeah.
Say again?
That storm didn't get y'all too bad down there, did it?
We just got a lot of rain, but we kind of live in the swamp anyways, and we're at the wide part of the river. So, the river came up a little bit, but it's not like down in South Carolina where the narrow rivers come up a lot.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. We're close enough to the water level doesn't change too much.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff from both of the Carolinas where it looks like I got it pretty hard down that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know when Little Dew canceled, I know Little Dew had to postpone their race this past weekend due to the rain.
Yeah. Did you see the picture of their pit?
I did, man. I did.
Looked like you rode jet skis on that son of a gun. That's about it.
Yeah.
How much rain did y'all get, Jared?
Well, I'm about 3 hours from Little Dew's, but at our house, I want to say it started raining on Tuesday, and it really didn't stop, but maybe for a couple hours here or there until it was still raining when we left for Tyndall Farm. We left here at 5:30 in the morning to get to Tyndall Farms on Saturday, and it was still raining. So it would quit for a couple hours here and there, but it was always like a light mist or a heavy rain or a light mist or a heavy rain. It didn't really stop a whole lot where we're at.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Bubba Lilly said they got 15 inches in 2 hours.
Holy smokes.
That's like some Georgia. That's some Georgia stuff.
Coming down right there, man.
18 inches the course of the whole 4 or 5 days. Like I said, it never really rained real hard, but it never really stopped either. It just kind of kept coming and coming and coming.
That's crazy. I'm glad to see everybody seemed to make it out okay. Other than that, I'm glad to see any bad wins or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like they're like it's just selected, But anyway, so how was Tyndall?
Tyndall was awesome. I've never been there before. That was our first trip out there. Blaine had that place running. I mean, it was just moving and moving and moving. So it was a good time. He got through a lot of trucks in a decent amount of time. I think they started at around 6 and they were finished by 10-ish. So it was not bad. It was, just wildly entertaining, lots of fun. They didn't really have any unlimited or limited trucks. It was all the horseshoe classes. And there was there was quite a few trucks that, kind of came up out of the woodwork. I don't know all of their names and who they are, but there was some definitely, at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 trucks that I'd never seen before. Yeah. One of them that I hope I'm not spilling the beans too much, and he probably won't get mad at me. We camped next to Mike Wallace in that Fistful of Dollars truck. Yeah. And I think he's I don't know if first race back this season or if he's had a couple little ones that he's been to, but that truck was rolling. I messaged Randy Banton Jr. earlier. He blew the big tire class away by quite a bit. I mean, he had that truck moving. So
I haven't seen that.
He's going to be real fun to watch. He's going to be in Orangeburg too, so he's going to be real fun to watch.
Yeah, I've been looking. I haven't really seen.
I just got to take a minute. Hold on 1 second, man. Aaron, are you from North Idaho?
Yeah. Reaching out. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I really want to know, man. If you are, man, just let me know. I'm just curious. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you for checking us out. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the longest view.
Yeah.
North Idaho.
Maybe, yeah, that's awesome, dude.
For the night, at least.
Thank you, Aaron. That's awesome, man. We appreciate that, dude. It's not very often we get to see somebody from that far away from us.
I think Jared lost some signal there.
Yeah, I see it.
What?
Well, I'll go ahead. Oh, he's come back on. There he is. He's back.
All right. If I was messing up, maybe it comes in better now because I think I was on the camper Wi-Fi still, and now I hooked up to the house Wi-Fi. So it was trying to hear me from the camper outside.
Yeah, no, I see it. But But no, that was good. Yeah, man. I see. Jackson did good this past weekend, right? Took a third place, if I read correctly.
Yeah,
right?
he got third place in small tire. We were going to run some more classes. We went and switched tires and got the 38 and a halfs on, and just in time for the tail end of B class. And when he was pulling up, getting ready to go to the line, we lost the belt. So I got to digging through the mud today, got the truck cleaned off today, and realized one of the idler pulleys seized up, and that's just what it was. It just,
Kick the
I
belt
heard
off.
it squeal, and it squealed for about 5-6 seconds, and then the belt was gone. So lost
Yeah.
power steering and power brakes and all that stuff, and he kind of needs that stuff. He's pretty small, so without that, he don't got a whole lot of control.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I would power steering or in that case an entire drive belt. But in my case, I've always just had a power steering belt come off, and I've rarely ran the truck with no power steering truck. I mean,
when the belt kicks off, you know it. Like as the viewer, you know it. You're like, why ain't he making that turn? You're inside like, oh shit.
And honestly, I mean, I'd probably do it in a flat hole. I wouldn't do it in no hill and hole.
No.
Not
with the turns and stuff too.
Yeah, especially not a course.
Yeah, no, not a horseshoe pit for sure. But
So he was hoping to run some more classes and hurt some more feelings, but we did pretty good in A class. That was a big win for the night, and we could still load the truck on the trailer. It was a little harder to get over there, but we still loaded it up.
Heck yeah! How much longer until we see the new one out and about? I seen you got
I was over there today looking at some stuff and we're moving things around. We're gonna push hard to have it ready by North versus South. I think we should have it ready by then. We're going over some stuff. We're going to change up the whole front end. The geometry on the front end is just, it's not working. When we had it up on the lift, when the front end is all the way fully extended, like when he'll be jumping, I think that's part of the problem is the angle on the drive shaft is just, there's a carrier bearing up there and it's been destroying that carrier bearing and it's like, it's going to break a U-joint or something. It's just not a good angle. So we're probably going to have to change the geometry on the front end and maybe put one drive shaft in the front instead of two.
I gotcha.
Are you gonna rotate the case?
We're gonna rotate it a little bit, and we got to put I'm trying to think what a cradle underneath of it as well. So when we redo the front suspension, we're gonna put a little cradle underneath, and then adjust where the 4-link bars come in at, and remount. And even where the shocks mount to, it's just a little bolt coming out. It's not real strong. The truck was a nice hill and hole truck, but it wasn't really made to jump the way we're going to be jumping it.
I agree.
So
I got you.
work on. We got to go through the whole cage and kind of, sand all the paint off and look for cracks and cracked welds and that kind of stuff, and just make sure that that's all welded up real good, and truss it up in a couple spots to make it a little bit stronger. So we got a little bit of fab work to do on it, but it should be ready by North versus South.
Oh yeah, awesome! I can't wait to see it run.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Aaron, both our races are usually hill and hole racing. We do have, I guess, what we consider like a flat hole would be like our straight line mud track. Like I say that because I'm not sure exactly how y'all do it over there. You know what I mean? So it's obviously probably the same thing, it just referred to differently. But yeah, man, we do mostly hill and hole racing, or now we kind of stepped into mega truck racing.
Yeah, the course racing.
Yeah, but we still got a lot of boys that do straight line hill and hole.
Oh yeah,
shit, we got a lot of boys who do straight line. I'm not knocking straight line mud racing, man, at all. Like some of them boys put down some power.
We plan on having a track for all three though.
Yeah,
the course, the hill and hole, and the flat hole.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, man. Because I want to see Jeremy Smith bring his new truck up there and run. I want to see Jay bring his truck up there and run, man. Like those trucks, I'm serious. Like Jeremy Smith ought to be the one to vouch. As badass as that truck's been, but I mean, you could just see it's a handful driving that thing, man. So just because I ain't no hilling it, don't mean there ain't no difficulty to it.
Hey, and that he ain't scared to send that thing off a hill neither. That's a flat line, top of the line, flat line. But I've seen that thing take some flight.
Dude, my favorite picture of Jay's truck is the one where he's at Dennis's. You know what I mean? Like that is my favorite picture ever. So,
yeah, I like seeing when the flatline guys get a little air up on them.
He was flying. I think he broke a lot of stuff that day too.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
I think you're the best of us.
Yeah.
If it helps, I think everybody tore some shit up. That's when Lucy was running the high roller, and he chipped the beam with the back tire because the front tires were so far in the air, it didn't hit the beam. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm glad to see Blaine had a good turnout with the weather, pending the way it looked like it was going to be a trash weekend. I'm glad to see it turned out good, man.
Yeah, there was thunderstorms all around. We were seeing lightning in the background, lightning a few miles away, but it never did rain on us. It kind of rained all around us, not right on us. So
you got that vortex going, in NASCAR. Who was it that was announcing? Dang it, I can't remember the older announcer. He talked about when you get the cars and the trucks running and whipping around, it makes a vortex and it pushes the clouds away. Y'all were whipping the U-turn then and running a horseshoe fast enough to get that vortex going and push them clouds away. That's what it was.
And I want to shout out to Corey Tharn. Corey Tharn, what up, dude? I see he did pretty good this weekend. Didn't Corey do good this weekend?
Yeah, I think, and I might quote this wrong, so forgive me, Corey, if I do, but I think he won B class, and I think he got second place in C class.
Hell yeah!
So
Big block 4, baby. Big block 4.
Yeah.
Did anything happen to send videos in from down there?
No, I haven't gotten any yet, man. I know Jared sent one. We're gonna watch here in a minute.
I love my videos of the runs. If I can't make it, I want to see it. Dang it!
I got a couple short little videos of Jackson, and then video of Twitty doing a nice big old wheelie.
Heck yeah! What made a trip?
Trying to take her with a truck, see if we could get it running again, and finally I just gave up and watched for a little bit. By that time, the show was almost over. So
yeah. Heck yeah! Which was it? Big Twitty or little Twitty?
Big Twitty.
Big Twitty.
Russell.
Yeah.
Big Twitty. Big Twitty.
Because both of them will stand up now. Yeah. Both of them will stand up. So
All right, here's Twitty's video.
Wide open, so you can't put a tag in. I want to ride with him one of them times. We gotta have a rough and squared up in that thing.
I'm telling you, man, it's something else.
Maybe for the November race, I can sweet talk him into it.
Yeah, I know, man. You got to just get in it, bitch, man.
Yeah,
that's what
y'all got this thing leaving hard.
Oh, yeah, high gear.
Thanks, Dan. Ripping it. Whoa, man. Got that stuff up y'all got this thing riding, man. It leaves hard.
Yeah, it does leave hard. Jared, you don't have to.
That's all neutral drop, man. That little transmission takes it. I don't know how, but it does.
So look, you don't have to tell me all your secrets, man. But did y'all change your gear in that?
No.
We still factory gear in it?
The different tires react differently. So the smaller tires, it actually does pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's still the same 373 gears that we've been running for a while. We played around with gears a little bit last year, and it just, I don't know, that truck likes the 373s, especially in a deeper pit. It seems to hit second gear and just hold it there, and it won't really bang off the rev limiter. It stays just below the rev limiter, so it works out just right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that sweet spot, that's the key.
Yeah.
The sweet spot of your truck.
So, Chad, I believe Blaine told me that it is about 500 foot all the way around.
It's a good ride.
And I may be lying to you, but I believe the drawings that he sent me that we based our horseshoe pit in Virginia that we're building now off of are 250. The pit's a 250, and then you put a 30-foot bank in it, a 30-foot corner. I mean, so really it's like, was it like 280? Over 280, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, you put a good 200-foot bank turn. That turn right there's a long turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't mean this. I mean as far as like how far it comes out past the pit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't
So
think
like,
about that.
yeah, you know what I mean. So like,
You're
basically, your
probably
pit.
800 foot by the time you run the
All the way
250 foot pit, and then you think you got about 100 feet, and then a 200 foot turn, another 100 foot, a 250 foot pit. So you're probably 800 feet by the time you come
Yeah,
out of it.
roughly. Yeah. So I would say anywhere between that, somewhere in that range. But I mean, it's kind of the corner kind of breaks it up if you want. I mean,
Yeah,
depending on you know what I mean, your driving style. You know what I mean?
it
Because
evens the playing field.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, that's Twitty's track down there, his horseshoe. I mean, that's what's sunken in for me. You know, to want to run the horseshoe or course style racing because it lets a lower horsepower guy like I am be able to run with them guys because
right.
you know sometimes I can get the handle good.
No, that's right. That's right. I mean, that's almost. I think that's going to be the tricky thing once we bring it to Virginia is to
Hmm.
see some of the boys up here who think, "Oh, I got all this power."
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
I
And
love seeing the new guys get on that dang course and being able to whip it around,
I'm
make them
telling
take a
you,
right turn and a left turn. And a
hey, well,
DOT truck at that, that's where it gets spicy because them things, you know, them boggers don't grip too good when you're turning unless you
no,
set it right. You
They
know?
that's
grip sometimes and then
that's
they
like
don't grip sometimes, and that's the
Yeah,
tricky part.
that's it. Yeah.
It's like Russian roulette.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes you punch it and they grip when you don't want them to.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
but man, that's good. I'm glad they had a good weekend, man. So Jared, you've gotten a lot of teams together for the Orangeburg race.
We've got 5 that we know of that are already set, and I put pictures up of those trucks and those teams. And then I've got 2 more teams that are looking for drivers. I got one team out there that wants to try to build a team out of all Toyotas if it's possible. So I think
Ooh.
they've got a Toyota for street, they've got a Toyota for Sinister Six, and they've got a Toyota or 2 for like A and B class. They need to find a C-Class Toyota, and they need to find a Toyota Mega Truck.
Oh man, I wish Tuesday's
Mega-
Eve would be ready in time.
Oh
That's the
man,
ultimate Toyota fucking
Yep.
tread.
oh,
That
yeah.
thing. What's the other group looking for as far as they need to complete the
Well, that
team?
would be Hugh Williams. I guess Blake told me
Yeah.
yesterday or today that he's looking for a team, and I've got a few Sinister Six guys that are looking for a team. So I've just got to fill in the gaps in the middle for A, B, and C. And then I've got another team that is shaping up right nice. I'm not exactly sure what they're looking for. They might have already found it. They're not really keeping me in the loop right now. But the Broad Creek Racing Crew is going to be putting together a team. So that's Chris Schmidtberger, Trey. I guess they call him Gino. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce his last name. And some of the other, that's Jeremy Smith and those guys. So they've got some trucks hiding somewhere that coming out of the woodwork. I don't know what they've got going on, but they're working on putting a team together. I don't really know what they need or if they're even looking for something. Maybe they've got it all figured out on their own yet, but
I got you.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. To answer Carl's question, so Carl, the way I do it, man, is like, so they're gonna have they're already having a horseshoe class, so they're already gonna be a V-Trade class there. So you'll register for that class, and you'll run for a track money. If you get on a team,
It's just extra.
yeah, it's just like an extra. So you don't have to make an extra hit or anything. It's just like a side bet. So you say you get on a team with Randy and them, and you put your 50 in, and say your 1-ton pass or your V-Tread pass is third from the top, right? Well, then say Randy wins all the other classes and whatever. Then your team wins. Then you win that side pot money as well as the track money for wherever you finished in the class.
Mhm.
So more than likely, if you finish decent in the class, then your team will therefore finish decent in the end.
Yeah.
Saying,
But no, you do not have to be on a team to go race there.
no, and that's what I was getting to next. You can just go run the class if that's what you choose to do. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Carl, I think you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think, man, Carl, I think some of you Premier guys should go check it out, man. I do. I think that it's a huge racing complex. I think it's 500 foot by 600 foot.
That thing ain't slow.
Yeah.
Oh. But anyway, I'd love to see them make the trip, man, because I do think they would enjoy the place to go out and get a chance to, there's not many tracks they've run. They've run a couple with Premier this year.
Yeah.
You know,
In Ohio, we had that swing and turn, and it was fun. So, and the swing and turn we had was nowhere near the size of that one. So,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and I'm not really sure. Tony's got so much property there. I don't really know. You know, if we get a big wave of 1-ton trucks that are coming, we'll change it up a little bit, man. You know, I have to see about maybe adding a jump or two here and there. You know what I mean, Jared? Just see.
add a little extra for their class.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
did
for those
want
guys
to
to
throw
come
something
down.
out there while we're live. I talked to Tony here today. He said for the guys that like to run cut tires, if the guys that like cut tires want to come try out the horseshoe, if he gets 5 trucks, just 5 trucks that come with cut tires, he'll do a cut tire. So
That'd be sweet. I want to see it.
If somebody wants to run their cut tires through the horseshoe, he'll make a class for you. So if you think you got a bunch of buddies that cut tires, come on
Y'all
out.
got cut tires for Aggravator, and I know Randy's got cut tires for his truck, so that's 2 trucks. I know Sawyer's got cut tires for his.
Derek,
That's 3 that I know have the kahunas to run it. Now, I mean, don't need but 2 more to make a class.
I'm hoping.
One more, maybe 2 more.
I'm hoping Derek drags Justin's ass down there with him too.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think because I mean, it is something different, especially for our DOT guys in this area, man.
Yeah.
Look, if you're curious about going, or if you're skeptical, don't be skeptical, man. Go on the YouTube page, check out the race we were down there, man, where they did the Chicago style. We did the Chicago style DOT racing. It's huge, man. It's the dirts. The corners are sweet because it's like soft. It's not like shit. You know what I mean? It's not like a crappy surface to race on. Like it's all groomed, like the whole, what 16,
Yeah, think about it, for the cut tire guys. That third, I won 3rd place, and Trucks Gone Wild. I was on 38 cuts against the V-Trade guys, and I was able to pull 3rd place. So the cut tire guys,
You got a chance.
they definitely have a chance.
Yeah, for sure. And to answer Brad's question
out there, for those people out there, Brad says something on there. What did he say? How many teams can you be on? You can be on. I answered. You can be on as many as you want. As many as you want to sign up for. It's $50 per driver, on a team. So if you sign up for 2 teams, it's going to cost you $100. If you sign up for 3, it's $150. Whatever you're going to pay. And the way I'm going to do payouts is like this: whoever from your team comes and hands me the money, if that team wins, I'm going to hand them back the winnings, and then they can divide it up amongst the team members. So
you have one team captain essentially.
3 or 4 guys, and your 3 or 4 guys are going to do good, and the mega truck guy that you want on your team is like, no, I'm tapped out. I don't want to be on any more teams. If you want to pay for him and put him on your team because you think he's going to be the fastest mega truck guy, throw in $50 for him, and then he just, I'm gonna let y'all deal with paying out your team however you want to pay it out. So if a bystander comes up, somebody that's watching in the stands, and they say, I've been watching this long enough, I know who's going to win, and you want to come pay $300 and say, I pick this driver, this driver, this driver, I'm gonna hand you the money at the end, and some bystander could come up and pick the best team out of the bunch and win the whole pot. So, isn't that how we did it at Twitties?
Yeah, so the way I want to do it is I don't want just anybody. So it has to be a driver.
Yeah, you have to be in a team.
Driver, okay. That's fine.
Yeah. So if you're driving, but the way I want to do it is guys can pay for other guys' entries. I have no problem with that. And like you said, I like how you want to do it. They can split it up however. Like the way I did it was I brought all 6 guys into my camper and I split it out, you know what I mean, in front of everybody. But that was just because of the way we were learning.
You essentially want to kind of just choose a team captain, you call it. So to go up and sign your team up, to give them the money, and be the go-to guy. If someone breaks in your class or can't be able to make it, that guy is the one who needs to go up there and tell them what's going on. Whoever handles the money and writes the names and all that. So. And it could be anything. It don't have to be, a V-Tread or a DOT, or it could be a V6 guy, It could be anybody in the team that whoever you feel comfortable handing your $50 to and saying, sign me up, boss.
Yeah, make sure. That's exactly right. Yep. So, like, you know what I mean? For instance, last year I was the team captain. So I had all the guys pay me, and then I paid for our entry as a team. And then if we won, I would have got paid out, and I'd have paid it out to everybody. Now, I will say you can. I mean, to give everybody an example, I think last year I spent $300. I was on 16. But the way I looked at it was it's like a lottery ticket, man. You know what I mean? You saw the pot grows. So if everybody knows every entry is like buying a raffle ticket, man. That's all it is, because really at the end of the day, you don't know
The winning team earned $9K from Twitties.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
$9K.
And there was
Open pay weekend.
there's a little controversy over, but we handled it. We handled it great. I'm not even.
We're gonna come down there this year. I'm gonna try to get my same team back, and the old Lee Springs is set on kill. And I don't know if y'all know, you know, we got some new additions we putting on old girl back there, and so we gonna come down there. I'm gonna try to get the same team back, and we gonna win this year, dog.
I feel you. So I want to answer Sawyer's question before I forget real quick, man.
Go ahead.
So if a truck breaks, and say if you do not make a full pass, or you do not make it to the line, how did we do it last year, man? We did. It was a 60 seconds, but it bit us in the ass.
Yeah, we should probably do a substitute. If you're able to substitute a truck, that'd be the best time to do it.
When we were at Twitties, I think you said, you know, if a truck doesn't make a pass or if they break or they get stuck, we're just going to give them a flat 50 seconds. Well, that pit was so nasty that it turned out a lot of trucks were getting stuck. And then, you know, Jackson came in and he was making it, but he was making it in like a minute and 10 seconds because he was fighting. So what I would suggest doing for any truck that gets stuck or can't make their pass in their class for their team, they get whatever the slowest completed time is in that class, plus a 5-second penalty for not making it.
Love it.
That'd be pretty.
That sounds fair. You're going to get that slowest time plus 5 seconds for anybody that gets stuck or breaks.
Carl, I think I was thinking where Carl was at, right, with 3 minutes, right? But the problem with that is, man, you don't want.
Sometimes it takes them a hot minute. Like at Twitties, them guys had to work it through that pit. They would be there working it, and if that man makes it through in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but yet John doesn't make it to the line, but yet since he's signed up, he still gets 3 minutes. It doesn't even up.
Yeah. No, and I think Jared's, because you don't know what it's going to be, man. You know what I mean? Like last year, I tried to be like, okay, because we did the math. We were like, all right, cool. The average pass at Twitties is 24 to 31 seconds, right? So I'm thinking 45 seconds if you can't make a full hit, 60 if you don't make it at all would be plenty of penalty. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of penalty. Because you don't want to kill them, man. You don't want to kill the entire team because one person had a mishap, man. You know what I'm saying?
You want everybody to have a chance. If you have one person mess up, you still want the team to have a chance.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah, you don't want everybody to be like, "Oh, damn, my 6-cylinder truck didn't even make it to the line, and now the whole thing shot." You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta keep it.
Or my B-tread truck sending off the jump and snapped his front end in half, and you know.
Just couldn't make
it all the way through the hole into a drive.
Some other class, you know. Yeah. I mean, for instance, in A class at Blaine's place at Tyndall Farms, Cheese Puff ran a 18-second pass and a 19-second pass. So his combined time for both of his passes were, you know, just under 40 seconds. Jackson got third place and ran a 25 and a 25. So we were 10 seconds slower overall than first place. But you can see, you know,
still able
to so the time is going to be spread out on a course that big. The times are going to be spread out. It's not going to be everybody in the classes within a tenth of a second. It's going to be spread out.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, and I love it, man. I think the last truck in the class plus 5 seconds.
That's the rule. You know, I think. Yeah. And if you don't make it versus not making it to the line, though, if you get stuck, you'll have to do the 5 seconds. But if you don't even make it to the line, then what are we going to do? 10 seconds?
I would just keep it the same way. I mean,
I would too.
Okay. Well, no, because if you can run your truck and you get stuck, you should be awarded a little bit better than the man who doesn't even make it to the start line.
I mean, anybody, like even at Twitties, we saw a couple trucks last year at Twitties that would just go up, break the line for their team, and then back up. You know what I mean? So anybody can get the truck up to the line. They can push it across the start line if they had to get the timer to go off. So you might
got to break that beam, though.
Yeah.
But if you can't break the beam, you should have more of a setback than the man who broke the beam. Is what I'm getting at.
I think if you don't make it, you get the last place time.
Plus 10, you know.
Well, I was just gonna say if you don't make it through the whole entire pass, like if you don't make it to the line at all, you get the last place time plus 5 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. If you make it, hold on now. If you make it to the line and you get stuck, you just get the last place time.
I can get down with that. Well, I mean,
the last place time's got to come out a little bit of a head of the guy.
You gotta do the 5 and the 10, man. The 5 and the 10 is the only way to fair to do it. If you can't get your truck to the line, it's another 5 seconds.
Second penalty if you get stuck, and a 5-second penalty if you're broke.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So 10 seconds if you don't make it to the line, 5 if you get stuck.
I'll go with whatever you say. That's fine.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
I don't care.
That makes them get that son going to the line.
Yeah.
5 seconds could be a whole world of difference.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you just roll that son of a gun to the line and you and your buddies roll it into the beam and break it, hey, that'd be entertaining. But I mean, push it up there with a 4-wheeler. You got to break that beam and save you 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It'd make the guys really work. I mean, I know I would. Just saying.
Well, I mean, the 5 seconds, it's a lot, man. I'm telling you, because last year we had out of 32 teams. The split.
We just say, on the top 3 was 3 seconds and 5 seconds, son. 5 seconds if you can't make it to the line. 3 seconds if you get stuck.
I'm good with that.
That's what I just said. I like that.
That's what y'all said. Yeah, ain't that what y'all saying?
I'm good with that. Let's do
that. That'll work.
I like it. Yeah, man.
Sounds good.
Right,
executive decision decided.
That's it. I like it. All right, everybody, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. But yeah, no, and then like I said, I was gonna tell you too, Jared. I was gonna call you, but I'll just tell you on here. So basically, and if you end up getting a lot of megas, and we only end up with say 8 teams, then you might have to double up on the megas. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Just be 2 megas per team, so that if those guys want to get on a team, then they can just hop on to a team that already exists as an additional mega truck.
Yeah, if enough megas, then one. Yeah. You could add in 2 B treads. Yeah.
Any class, any class. If you end up having, you know what I mean, don't let a one class hold the event back. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't let, like, if say there's 15 trucks in 6-cylinder, but there's 25 trucks in all the other classes, make them double up, or you know what I'm saying, to where we can still have, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of guys getting left out.
Yeah.
But
no, we'll try to get it together. Like I said, I've got a few messages from people that want to be on teams, and tell everybody that's watching right now, if you want to be on a team, message me and I'll help you try to figure it out with other people that want to be on a team. Otherwise, we can always figure it out the day of the event too. You can walk around and talk to people, but it's easier now if I can try to help you get it put together now, and I know who to talk to race day, and I know who to figure out to go get money from on race day, rather than trying to figure it out last second.
And registration stays open until race day, like until regular race registration closes, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut. I think I said I'd cut registration off at 3:00 on Saturday, and I think racing starts at 5. So that'll give me enough time to get a board made up, get everybody's names written on a board, so we can keep track of everybody's times, fill in all the little blocks, and then get our stuff ready to race. Go to the drivers' meeting. That'll give me a couple hours to get everything ready. So we're gonna cut off the registration at 3:00 on Saturday.
Thank you.
Hours before racing actually starts.
Like, don't y'all have a picture of the current teams, like the rundown of the current teams? I know I've seen that 804 Never Lift team out there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna push for right there.
So it's the first team we got. Team
okay, your full send. That's a good looking truck. Yeah, that's
it's stout, man. It's gonna be stout. And then we got winning by a hair.
Winning by hair. Okay. They
got the three hair trucks in there. And then we got, I like the name,
Yeah. That's all Ford, ain't it?
Pretty close. No.
Oh, well, we got one Chevy in the Toyota body.
Yeah.
Powerhouse. Oh.
Now this is.
That's a mean looking S10. I've seen him run before. I don't know who he is. That's a mean little S10.
Jared, who's the truck in the top left corner?
That's top left corner. That is Jake McLennan.
Cool.
And with he's got to switch out his rims for stock rims or whatever. He can't have the wide fives, but other than that, he's just got a little small block in that truck. He's got regular seats, seat belts. He's got a dashboard, got everything else. So it qualifies for street class, as far as I know. We'll have the tech man look at it.
That doesn't do anything,
I think
man.
everything he has in it, you know, he would qualify for street class. And it looks nasty in that picture, but that was at Dennis's right after he came over one of those rollers, and those leaf springs bounced the front end up. So it looks
Yeah.
Man, it look like he's standing that thing on up. Whose S10 is that? I like the way that thing looks right there.
the S10 that's all covered in mud. That's Rick Giddens in code blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that thing rides. I reckon, yeah.
You seen it
He
run,
rides
yeah.
pretty
You
quick.
seen it run.
Yeah. Once it said his name, I recognize the name.
And you got to know, down here in the bottom left corner down here, you
Oh,
can't,
Randy dog.
Powerhouse
ain't
rank.
mistaking that, yeah. Oh, and you got Brad
I
Chandler.
like Brad. That's a full-blown mega. We
Yeah,
got love to see more of the mega guys jump on board.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. And this is the newest team that I got here, and I believe. So correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Chad asked, why can't you? So you're not allowed to run wide five wheels in street class.
Not in street class.
In street class, that's
C
why.
Okay.
class, all of those you can. Even in
Just
Sinister
not
6,
street.
you can. But not in street class. Street class, the rules are posted somewhere. You guys have to look at the Southeast DOT page, but it's supposed to have, a stock interior-ish. You can switch out for race seats and bucket seats and that kind of thing, but it still has to have a dash. It can't be completely gutted. It's basically supposed to be something that you could technically put tags and insurance on and drive down the road.
I got
Still
you.
got to have the headlights and tail lights. Whether or not they actually work, that's up to the tech guy to decide. But it's supposed to be something that you could put tags on and run down the road.
I got you.
I know Derek's street truck right here on the top left corner. That's Derek's street. I know he damn near drove that bitch to Denwood a couple.
Yeah, I say he drove that thing to the event, run the F11 crap out of it, and drove it home probably with no issues. Hey, I'm glad to see that trimming the times up down there. That little trim cut thing down there, little buggy.
Oh yeah. I
I
know.
ain't seen it in a while.
No, he said.
I was about to message Wendy and see if I can go wheel that thing for me. Let me go stretch the legs on that old girl.
I'm telling you, man, I about a half a weekend doing it my damn self. Yeah.
Hey, and Wendy watching, you want to drive her next year. If Alan, you don't want to mess with that thing next year.
Yeah.
Dang, sure take it to first place in that Premier Series because I see what it can do.
Give me a kiss. Good night, buddy. Love you.
Hey man, I do think I think you be. I mean, I think you dangerous now, man. But I think you be.
I can't. I got a chassis that I've been working on, but
I know, but I do think what you
ain't
get.
nothing like that thing right there. Them Pro Belt chassis can't beat them.
No, man, it's a different world, man. I can't wait to get mine back, man.
That's the money my team's on though, for real though.
Right.
And
here.
I will tell you that there's
That was the side bet going,
prize announcement in the next week or so. I'm hoping, and we're still trying to figure it out and figure out how many trucks and trailers and how many people we can have driving and who all we can get to go. But I've been talking to some of the guys that run tough trucks down here, and they're all quite a few of them are thinking of joining the Sinister 6 next year. And they're wanting to lean a little bit more towards the horseshoe. And I said, if you want to do this is the track for you. Because we got 2 tabletops y'all can jump. You got 2 turns. You got some mud. Find some mud tires for your truck and bring it on down. So there are, if y'all ever been to Dennis's or Morgan's Corner, there's bunches of tough trucks around here. And there's a crew of them that are probably going to show up. I don't know exactly which ones and which trucks of yet, but I would not be the least bit surprised if you got 6 or 7 more little Jeeps that are not afraid to jump and not afraid to hold it to the floor on the corners. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, Colin chatted with a group of them at Dennis Anderson's, and that's when we
Yeah.
figured out there's nowhere in Virginia for them to really race, and we're going to try to change that. You know,
Yeah.
we want the tough trucks to come up here because I think they put on an amazing show. Like,
It's a
I
heck
think
of
it's
a lot
mind
of fun to
blowing
watch.
what the leaf springs do. It's
Yeah.
mind blowing what y'all do with them Cherokees. That's
Them Jeeps are just in a class of
the whole time I'm just like,
They're tough, man. Hold up.
It's almost as bad as that General Lee video you sent me, man.
man.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but that General Lee, I hope it won't no real Charger
No, it was.
because that
It
thing.
looked like it at least.
No, shout out to we got some good pictures sitting. You know, made some friends with some people up in Ohio. You know, at the race up there. Been chatting back and forth and shot me some pictures. He was there at the race. I'm not. It was a drag race,
Yeah.
but then they did the expedition jump thing.
All right, here it is.
And poor little Dodge.
Yeah. It just couldn't take me more.
I told him he needs one of my leaf spring setups underneath it, and then would have took it. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slow it down.
Yeah, right there. Crunch.
When this bitch hits, man.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
it
done
gets worse.
yet.
Well, here it is.
8 rounds at you. Like, ooh.
I don't know how his
It sent some still. I sent you the still shots where he spray up, you know, walking down and high resolution just whatnot. He was magic to it, and he's like, you can see the driver like, man, he hit so hard it like broke his Hans and stuff.
yeah, it looked like it broke his hand.
Do you get that one picture I sent where it's like close to the car just landing and folded up? Because if you look at that, you can see like he got that badass camera. I swear his lens is like that long.
Yeah,
That shit is.
See where the driver is like hit so hard it broke either the Hans or the belt port, and he like folded up and I don't know if the face made contact with the dash, but it was
close.
it was right there at it. You
No,
know?
it was fuck yeah. It's. I was just singing, man. Hold on, man.
Yeah, like you see the car frowning at you.
I just seen it. Yeah, I was wondering what the hell you were talking about at first, and then I finally seen
That's
it. So this picture right here.
it. Right.
You see his head?
Yeah,
His
there.
head right there.
Look at it. Like he hit so hard.
But look at the car. I mean,
Like it folded everything flat to the ground.
yeah.
That looks like a cartoon car.
Everything is just flat to the ground. Like it's. I mean, y'all think what I do is crazy. That right there, that is mind taking.
It crippled that thing, man. Yeah, that's
And they said
crazy.
the driver's good. He's a little shaken up.
Yeah, he's just a little shaken up, little bruised and beaten, but he's good. Like you won't see my ass doing that.
No, man. I mean that's backbreaking shit there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a whole lot of breaking.
But yeah, so I do have a couple questions I need to answer. Hold on 1 second. Right here.
Yeah,
So typically here, if you're running a blower with nitrous and paddles, you're probably going to be running an unlimited class.
Yeah, unlimited straight line.
Unlimited straight line, yeah.
Yeah, look, both of them.
God, he's out running a blower, nitrous, and on a 4-cylinder.
I've seen that little thing, man. He's been talking about coming to the East Coast and racing with us some. I think he's from out west somewhere, but he might be in town right now. We chatted on Facebook a couple times, but
Get some V-treads for that son of a gun, bud.
Yeah.
Put some little
Some
V-treads on it.
V-treads.
Tell him if he can hold 39-inch tires on it. I've got some V-treads he can run. He can run in the V-tread class.
Yeah.
That man, you talking about awesome
tires? It'll hold V-treads.
Yeah. Well, depending on how big it may be, like 33-inch paddles. You know,
paddle tires,
a little small, like a sand paddle. If it's got them big mud scoops up, it'll definitely hold a V-tread. Yeah, that'd be awesome to see.
Yeah.
A little blown 4-cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like I don't know if it was the truck in his profile there, but it looked like a little rail there. Like it looked almost like a little mega truck.
He needs to come on Friday night for the straight line classes and race with the unlimited and limited classes. Yep. And he'll have, I believe they got straight line flat pit and straight line mud pits that he can run in. I don't think there'll be a horseshoe class for him with the power adders.
Hey,
That was just
the
one
V
truck.
tread class.
Yeah, V trade.
V tread, you run what you brung there. I spray the shit out of mine. So
So Jerry, what's up with the Southeast is having a triple threat race there too, right?
Yeah, so the triple threat race, let me see if I can remember how this goes on. So there's all kinds of stuff going on there this weekend. The triple threat is a straight line pass in on the flat pit, which is not even a pit. It's just a dirt drag pass. So you get a dirt drag pass, then you get a straight line mud pit pass through. I don't know which side they're going to use. They might do one on one side, one on the other side, and whatever your fastest pass is goes. And then you get a horseshoe pass in whatever class your truck fits in with the horseshoe or whatever. So you do one pass of each. They combine your 3 fastest times together. So I think you'll get, actually, if I'm not mistaken, and somebody will on here correct me, somebody will say something. You get 2 passes on the sand drag pit. Then you get 2 passes in the mud pit. And there's 2 mud pits. So I think you're going to do 1 on each side, 1 on each mud pit. And then you'll do 2 passes on the horseshoe. Your fastest time out of each class, all those times are going to be combined for the triple threat. And they'll have an award for the triple threat winner. So whoever's truck can make the fastest combined time in each different track style will win the triple threat. It's kind of
right.
when we went up to Young's and we made all our trucks make a pass in each pit, and then we combined all the times. It's the same thing.
Is that all just DOT guys, or is that open to like a V tread? Because you could run an unlimited flat hole, unlimited hill and hole, and a V tread course.
You probably have to ask the Southeast DOT, but I think it's all just DOT tires. I don't.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if they're putting it on, I'd say the DOT going.
Right, Russ. The Kings of Mud got one coming next year.
I know, Mac. Yeah, we getting there though.
Because I love the I love combining the passes, man, because it really shows you like what the truck's about. You know what I mean?
Durability.
Yep.
Me and Twitty talk about it all the time when how guys would come down there and make the blazing fast first pass at his place,
and then can't make a second hit.
And then he's like, no, man, you got to wait till that second hit comes around. That second hit's bit me in my ass more than I can tell you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I love the combined time stuff and combining all three. What'd you say?
I said the second pass has been great and the ass to me. So
Yeah.
I feel you.
It's a love-hate relationship for the second pass.
I tell you, I like the combined times and I like the triple threat stuff too because, we're not usually the fastest truck in any class, but we are usually in the top 3 in almost everything we do. So here at Young's, we didn't win any of the pits. We didn't win the shallow pit or the sand drag pit. We didn't win the bog pit, and we didn't win the hill and hole pit. But we were in the top 3 in every one. And when you combined all our times together, we had the lowest combined time. So we ended up winning the event. So that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, because if you come out and you do great in the flat hole, and then you come in last in the hill and hole, and then you middle of the pack and horseshoe. It's almost like a mini series.
A lot of trucks out there that are built to make flat track passes. They can make a flat track pass in a sand drag, and they can skim the pit. Even if it's a bog pit and it's not rutted up too bad, they can skim the pit in the bog pit. But you put the hill and hole in there, that changes everything.
Which event is this again that you're doing this at?
That's going to be at Orangeburg as well. So that if you come to Orangeburg, you got to same one. Because you'll make your
the whole other one. I didn't realize y'all doing the trifecta.
You got all kinds of stuff going on. This is gonna be a big race. There's gonna be a lot of trucks there. There's gonna be a lot of people there.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
I was focusing on the team challenge. I didn't realize they were doing the trifecta too. I like that.
I'm telling you, Orangeburg has something for everybody. Every style of racing you could ever want, from beater cars. They got beater car races, all the way up to sand drag type racing, the unlimited stuff, like the guys that go super, super fast, the MRA guys and those, they'll have that kind of stuff going on Friday night. And then Saturday night is all about the horseshoe and paperclip. So Friday night is all the straight line, really fast trucks that like to skim the pits or go fast down the sand drag, and then they'll have beater car race. Saturday is all about the obstacle course with the jumps and the turns.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't realize it's essentially 2 lotteries at the same event. So you could go race your normal race, and have a chance of winning 3 different purses.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of different stuff.
Right there. Jeffrey just said it. So technically you can win. Yes, you can win your class, the team challenge, and the triple threat challenge.
Yeah.
Basically, the only thing we're doing is the only part of the triple threat. The only part of the triple threat that even matters towards a team race is the horseshoe pick.
Yeah.
So all we're doing is taking, basically, if you enter the triple threat, when you run your horseshoe pass, I'm going to pull that pass out, your fastest pass, and I'm going to stick that on the team board. And that's how that works, man. So that's another good thing about it too, man. It's only
your one pass can give you 3 opportunities of winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mind you, the triple threat and I hate to say this because I ain't about this shit, but you only got to have one pass. Like if you lay a blazing pass down on your first one,
yeah,
then you know what I'm saying. Like
for the triple threat or the team challenge, it wouldn't matter on the second, but for the actual race, it still matters.
Yes. So I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that, like, if say you were in an instance where you're like, hey man, I got a chance to win this triple threat thing. I'm having problems with my truck. Maybe you don't make the second hit on Friday night. Maybe you save it for the one hit on Saturday. That way, at least you get on the board for your 3 passes. You feel me?
Or maybe you're like me and just go all out on every damn pass and break it on the first pass and lay down a hell of a pass. And you can't really make it to the line on the second go round. You're good because you sent it to the moon on the first go round.
You made it worth it.
But
it makes you want to push it hard every pass.
Yeah, no, it does, man. And like I said, I'm not by any means vouching for laying down like that. I'm just saying that it's strategy and theory that come in, you know what I mean, to the team race style. Like, I mean, how many times did the strategy we put in to last November teams was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, me and you had 2-hour-long conversations about why you thought the dude you were bringing from New Jersey was going to whip ass and why I thought the dude and then it turned out me and you both had the same dude in our pocket.
I was calling friends of friends of friends, trying to find somebody that nobody really knew about that had a wicked truck. Like I was digging deep into the books trying to find that little secret hitter, and it worked out, man.
No, it did. It did.
I should have won that son of a gun, but you
got this
somebody
year.
got 3 passes. I'm not gonna say any names, but Trey knows I'm talking about them.
And I will say this for the Sinister Six, we definitely saved the best race for last because, all season long we've been making straight pass runs that were pretty mild, some deep pits, some shallow pits, some hill and hole pits. And this last race is going to, it's the last race of our season. So, we don't got to worry about, I can't break it this week because, a couple weeks I got something else. No, everybody's going to be laying it out on the line. And I'll turn this around a little bit here to show any Sinister Six people watching. We got some trophies down there at the far end of the pool table. I'll get a little bit.
That's some big ones too.
Getting out. And I got a bunch of awards that I've been getting ready today for all the Sinister Six drivers. So that's going to be our final race and our awards and all that stuff as well. So it'll be
y'all gonna be on full send mode for your series guys.
What's that?
I said y'all gonna be on full send mode for the series guys down.
A lot of little 6-cylinders that are going to be absolutely getting it around that course. Hopefully everybody keeps it on all 4s, but you never know.
Hey man,
it be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard that. But to answer Pete's question, Pete, it is the weekend of the 24th of August, and it is in what is Nice? Isn't it Nice, South Carolina?
Nice's. Yeah.
Nice, South Carolina. So I don't know where you're from, Pete, but if you're around here, it's probably
he good old Goochland man.
Oh yeah. So my 6.5 from you then.
Yeah, it's right there.
Long ways, big dog.
No.
You better
We
bring
made-
some road snacks.
And it hits a shout out for you, Jared. Aaron wanted to say he's been following your Sinister Six, man. He want to give you a shout out for your organization. Your
Thank you. I
organizing.
had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 'cause I want to see more. I want to see some videos of this little buggy. When you go down next weekend, when you go down there, we want to see the shots at. I want to see that blown 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
And look, Jeffrey said, don't forget the beater car race and straight line passes will run Friday night.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, and that beater car race, man, dude, I seen some videos from the last time. Who sent me videos of this?
we might have an expert.
I can't take that.
But I want to do the beater car race so bad.
Yeah, that'd be so
A
fun.
lot of fun to watch some of those videos.
What was the rules for the beater car?
A demolition derby. It wasn't quite that bad, but there was definitely some people, rubbing and and pushing each other around. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, look, so here's the video that Chandler sent me from the last race they had.
Beater car.
Yeah.
Oh man, so you might be able to rent some cars out though.
Oh
shit,
yeah, is that a bug? I want the bug.
The bug in the center right there.
It's green. I match it. I already match
I
it.
can see you rolling across the center of the track.
Hey, yeah, send that bad boy, come up short and roll that bad boy. Like that 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
But look, if you haven't had a chance to check out Orangeburg Mud Bog, check out our YouTube channel, Kings of Mud. There's a video on there from where we went earlier in the year. Some really good DOT racing, some V-tread racing. I think that's when Corey rolled the Who Did It.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was. So if you have any questions about it, or if you're curious to see what kind of complex it is, just go in there and check it out.
It is probably one of the nicest complexes that you'll find on the East Coast. I mean, as far as the size of the arena they have, the amount of seating, they're not going to run out of bleachers. I guarantee you that. They've got plenty of bleachers for everybody to sit in. They've got, trackside spots all along each side. I want to say, I don't know how many they have, but probably close to 100, if not over 100 trackside spots where people can back their trucks up. And then they've probably got 8 or 10 first come, first serve trackside spots that are right near the concessions that, if you're one of the first ones there and you get your tent and go set up, hey, you got yourself a trackside spot. So, come get yourself set up early and be there.
Yeah, and there's not a bad seat in that place, though.
No, it's huge.
It really is not. I mean, and it's kind of concave down in the ground, like probably what 20 foot, 10 foot down there.
Yeah, it's a big bowl, so everybody's looking down on the action. You can see everything.
Yeah, you can't miss any of them. So
if that bug is still running, I might have to make the trip down to run my bug.
I doubt it.
Carl,
If you guys
Motors-
make the trip down, I'll be busy in the pits and keeping score and doing everything else, but I've got some camera equipment. So if one of you guys needs a nice camera to use to take some good pictures and stuff, let me know. I'll hook you up.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sorry we can't make it, man. I appreciate you handling everything.
No problem,
Yeah.
man. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people have been looking forward to this for a long time. A lot of people have been planning it throughout the year, so I didn't want to let it die.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah.
What? The bug
Still runs.
or
They said the bug still
it
runs.
still runs. If the motor comes back, he'll take it. Man. Hey, if my son comes and I got time to get down there, we might have to load up and go.
Carl, to answer your question, Jeffrey said, yeah, I didn't know that. The camping and showers. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, it's a nice facility. Carl, I think you'll like it, man. I think if you're definitely looking for seat time, it's a good
track.
spot for you, man, because there's plenty of room for error.
Yeah.
As far as you're not like tight inside
I
of
went
one
to-
shit.
Twice.
What's that?
You went the wrong way
That's
twice.
how it definitely is. I went the wrong way twice.
No, that was at Matt. That was at that was at the Masters.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was Masters. Yeah, that's right.
Same size though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
Massive.
All stupid, yeah.
I mean, for the
Oh,
people that have
I
never
ain't
been
gonna
there,
put that on the screen, man.
the size of that arena, you could probably put 4 football fields inside that arena and still have
Yeah.
space. That is huge.
I mean, dude, it's got to be over 15 acres, right
It's
there,
big.
easy. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's kind of what we have envisioned for what we're gonna build up here in Virginia. So, it's kind of between that. We basically what I did was I took the layout of Orangeburg Mud Bog, put in 2 Tyndall horseshoe pits, and that's what we come up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a nutshell. I mean, it'll be different than that, obviously, but to give everybody an idea. So cool, man. Well, look, I appreciate everybody hanging out on a Monday. Jared, anything else you want to talk about before we get off here?
No, I mean, a couple things real quick. Any track owners that are on there, we're trying to put together our series for next year with the Sinister Six, starting to try to get that figured out already. We've got a couple tracks figured out. I know we're going to be at Thunder Alley for at least one race next year. We're probably going to be there early in the season. We're going to be at Fast Tracks for a race next season at some point. So we are going to be those 2 places have kind of talked to us and said, hey, we want you to run there. But if you're a track owner and you want the Sinister Six to come out to your place, you can talk to any of the track owners that we ran with this year. When we brought all our trucks out there, it was one of the best turnouts that they've had of the whole season. So we bring a crowd with us, and we don't just bring 6 cylinders. There's a lot of other people. We're all from different race families, and it's usually somebody's got a 6-cylinder, but they got other trucks coming with them too. So we bring quite a crowd of people. And so if you're a track owner, reach out to me and let me know that you want to be part of our series next year, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. Kyle, Russ, you got anything?
No, I just hope we made everybody's Monday a little bit better,
So,
Put a smile on the face,
That's right. Yeah. And like I said, we'll go live again next week, answer any more questions, announce any more teams that have been, popping up. We'll look ahead to your Kentucky top 10 showdown, dog.
I'm going for 1 point, bud. 1 point.
You're going to get it, man. I feel you're going to get it. I feel for you.
We doing a lot of surgery to the old chop top. And she's going to take it, and she'll be right much quicker, too, now. So
A little more top speed.
a lot more.
Just a little bit.
The nitro double tanks going in, so.
Oh, yeah, we do have the truck pull this weekend at the old Bodacious grounds.
Yeah.
Cartersville, Virginia.
Really?
Yeah.
Be the first event there since what?
2013 was the last Bodacious mud ball. This isn't a mud, this is a truck pull, but I mean, it's a chance to be back on the Bodacious grounds again and, show support and show the county that it can be, operated again on a safely manner. And hopefully one day it'll lead to some more mud flying there, because the more tracks, the merrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, that's what we're all about, man. And, is spreading the sport and keeping the sport alive. So like you said, the more tracks, the better, man. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm kind of in shock. I ain't never think I'd ever hear.
I shared the post. I ain't seen the old Bodacious grounds, but I put the address up there. And if you know, that Boston Hill Road, man.
Yeah.
Ainbo 1.
Yeah, Carl said he coming for your ass out.
Oh man,
that's when it's gonna wind up on.
See, that's when the turtle gonna be on his tail again.
Hey, I will say, man, the rap is gangster, man.
Yeah. Starting to drive it.
Yeah, he's getting a feel for it. But that's all right. And see, I'm not just gonna slide in that top 10. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna win that whole one-time event in Kentucky and hopefully get me on up in that 5th position. That's probably why I'm gonna finish at.
Is that what have you already done the math? If you win it, is that where you finish?
It'd be right there close to it.
Yeah.
Depending on how many rounds, though, because it's hard to judge on the rounds. If just members show up, or if extra trucks, or a couple guys don't show up, it's hard to really numbers math it out to what you will finish. But I'll be right there close. That's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, Russ. Jackson's already went to bed and said goodnight, but we'll have our truck ready for next year, and we'll call you out first race next year.
Oh man. Well, that'd be a little hard because next year the chop top will be in a container.
6 cylinder calling you out first race of the season next year.
Right.
Right off the trailer. Right off the
If
trailer.
it's not in the container behind the shop locked away, I may consider it. But
She's probably getting retired this year.
it's
Oh no!
yeah, it'll probably be in the container back behind the shop locked away for when my little ones grow up and they want something to play with. I got a couple new toys coming out.
Okay.
That's right.
You might be able to see. Wait,
It's
Hey.
over there. I see something over there.
I can't. This reverse camera thing. It's right there. That's one of them.
Back there, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
It's Chevrolet.
Don't look too hard. Don't look too hard.
Yeah, it's Chevrolet. Ain't nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah, always Chevrolet.
Oh!
I ain't knocking it, man. I ain't knocking it. The Chevrolet motor's still running.
That's right.
So
Good engine builder. Dallas
right.
Pacific Machine Shop.
Yeah.
If you're local to Virginia, give Stewart a holler and tell him Russ sent you. He gonna shake his head first, but he gonna say what you got.
That's right. All right, dudes. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out, man. Hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, until next time, yo.
All right, man. Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, no problem.